we are live. It's allowing me to go live. And we are on today's drawing. What you will need. You will need a Ticonderoga number 2 soft pencil, a pencil sharpener of some sort. Mine just happens to be Staples. Let's put some light on this so we can see what we're doing. Whoa, there we go. So you need a pencil. You need the Staples or whatever, any kind of a pencil sharpener. One other thing you're going to need, since it's just a black and white drawing, you're not really going to be using any pens or anything like that today. You'll need an eraser. As you can see, mine's been chewed up and spat out a couple of times. And the rest is just easy. You're just drawing away. So if this looks like something you would like to learn, why don't you join me here? And we will draw Walt Disney's second star. His first star was stolen, and that would have been, I forgot his name. The rabbit, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. But this guy became his major star, and his name is Mickey Mouse. Yes, we know you can do voices, but they don't need to hear that. We're not doing voices today. We're doing drawings. So sharpen up that pencil. Get your eraser ready. Look at my drawing and maybe take a picture of it from the beginning of the thing, as we are going to do Steamboat Willie, better known as Mickey Mouse. Now I need to get his picture up here, so hang on. Nope, wrong picture. Oh, this will make it easier for you to see. You could pull it up on your phone or however you want to do it, but we'll do it like this. Show me Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse. So, okay. We are going to take away all this writing here. And this is what you're going to see. So you can either take a screenshot of this, which is really blurry. I have a picture on my computer that I'm going to use. And this is what we're going to draw is Mickey Mouse controlling the boat, the steamboat. So there he is. Now, let me bring that picture up on my computer. Somebody's really playing their TV loud downstairs. Okay, so I have my picture over there now. Now, what do we need? We need you to comply. It's going to be really easy to draw, okay? Bring this light down here so you can see it a little better. Now, my computer, for some reason, has these yellow lines everywhere that show up. Must be the way my webcam is set up. But, there we go. There we go. I brought it up a little so I can see what I'm doing. Now, I don't expect anyone to come in right away because, this is a brand new channel. You can find me on Mitch's Adventures 65. But I thought I would make an art channel by itself, a standalone art channel, where you get to learn how to draw whatever character you want to send me to draw, or person, or maybe a model. Now, I'm going to warn you, I'm not good at drawing women. I'm getting better, but I prefer not to draw them. Anyways, someday somebody will come in. It's been 7 minutes and 20 seconds and 21 seconds. But let's give it a try here and see what happens, okay? And what you want to do is you want to put in his hat. Okay, so his hat is up here, right? He's about where? Here on the paper. Lightly, you're going to draw on this thing. Looks like this. Basically a rectangle. I think it's a can. He was using a can for a hat because he thought he was the skipper. So once you get that drawn in, you're going to draw this thing like this. And this is the back of the hat. Now you have the top of the hat drawn. And of course, he's got his little badge up here on here saying, I'm Steamboat Willie. So there's that. It's really noisy. You can barely hear me, right? Okay. Well, once you get that drawn, now I'm not used to drawing this way. I usually draw on the paper this way. Gives me a lot more drawing room, but I'll see what I can do this way. And you want to draw his head, and his head's basically a circle. So you want to use your whole wrist and go like this. I know it's probably blurry because it's trying to focus on my hand moving around. And probably about the size of a little bigger than a little smaller than a baseball. I don't know. Let's see. What could we use? It would be the right size. A cup? It's not going to be the circle. You're just going to lightly put it in. You're just going to go like this. Until you think you've got the right circle that you want. So it'll look like that. Now, as you can see, mine's not really a circle. It's more of an oval, which will change when we get it done here. And then you've got another circle right here, about the size of a dime. quarter. Make it a quarter, I said. Not a dime, a quarter. That's his ear. And then you take this little piece out here and you go around like that. And you draw in a 3/4 circle right here. That's his other ear. Once you get all that drawn in, you're going to want to do this. Go like this. You give him an eyebrow. Like a quarter of a circle. And you're going to continue that eyebrow. Well, first of all, so you know what I'm doing. Okay. You want to put in a line kind of in the middle here, a curvature line. And then where his eyes will be. So you want an X kind of shape there. Once you've got that down, the next thing you do, you're going to start here at this thing here. You're going to draw it up and over. And you leave a space, and you're going to take it right here. Yeah, that's wrong. See? Ah, you made me mess up. No, you didn't make me mess up. I messed up on my own. I told you I messed up. That's why you don't draw it in heavy like me. I'm only doing it so you guys can see that. But, okay, so here's the circle, right? What you want to do is bring this around here and come down like this to that line and bring it back up almost to the top of that. And then you're going to bring it around right down here to this. There we go, like that. And now you're going to bring it back around out here. You're going to go past this circle. You're going to bring it out here and down to about here. Now we may not get his whole body in here because we're working on his head. Connect that line. Bring your hat in all the way. Bring it down to this line. And then right here, where the thing is, you're going to put a little curlicue like that. And here, see where this line is? You kind of follow along here like this. That's way too big. It'd be a big fat Mickey Mouse if I did that. Usually I just draw it and I've got it down. But we're trying to draw it for you, so we're going to bring it around like this. And then you're going to bring your ear right around just like this. Just like that. Kind of has a little smirk on his face. And here, bring this up like that. He doesn't have any white dots or nothing yet. They didn't have those yet. Remember, we're drawing the first Mickey Mouse. He's over 70 years old. And then you're going to bring in his nose. It's a little U. I made it too long. It's got like a goofy nose. But just, yeah, I'm just kind of go more like this. like a peg almost in his face as a nose. Like I said, it's the first Mickey Mouse. And I gooped. Gorge? No, not that kind of goo. I don't like the way it looks. That's just me. You guys can keep it the same. I'm not going to keep it the same though because I messed it up. I'm going to leave the ear because I've already drawn the ear. Let's put an angle to this hat. Put it more like that. There we go. I kind of fixed it. Still wrong, but it's better. Now here, like that. And here you're going to bring this all the way down past that line there and back here. And you're going to add a little chin to it and have that come around right there like that. You've drawn Mickey Mouse. His little badge thing. Okay, so there's Mickey Mouse. Now you can erase those lines. No, it's not Mickey Mouse. There's something missing. He doesn't have a tongue. How's he going to talk? Now you can shade this in like this. That way you don't have to erase that line there. The eyes are just dark stones, basically. Put some pressure on it, and you get some black eyes. Mickey. Now his nose. You're just gonna, same thing. You want to put little swirls in. You don't want to do straight lines because then you'll have other lines in there that you don't want. Once you've done that, you go ahead and darken in all that other part. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, now I know that nobody's watching it right now. I'm 20 minutes into it, and I haven't had anyone show up yet. It's kind of early in the day. It's almost 4. Everyone's probably at work. But the good thing is, this will replay on this channel. And you'll get to see what you missed. And you can try drawing along if you want. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. That's the best I can tell you is if you don't subscribe, I can't give you a shout out when you ask me to draw something else. Like maybe a car or a girl in leather or a guy flying a plane or I don't know, something. Maybe a Corvette or Donald Duck or Bugs Bunny, maybe Flintstones or the Jetsons or, oh, I don't know, how about, hey, Brian, I'm, yeah, who's that guy? Family Guy. I can't say his name on here, but You know who I'm talking about. Peter Griffin. That's it. I did say his name. What do you know? It doesn't always have to be a Disney character. I've just picked this one because it's easy. It's circles. Okay, it's hat. Don't be afraid to turn the picture so you don't have to turn your hand. Saves your hand from hurting down the road, like mine does. Looks like he's wearing a shoe on his head. Okay. Once you get that done, you can go ahead and darken in that mouth some more. Can never go wrong with black because you can always just add to it. His tongue might be a little smaller, but you know what? You didn't mess up. I haven't done the one ear. All right. So now we're just going to go do that ear. And no, this won't be a time-lapse video. This is live on the screen drawing for people who don't really have anything to do in the middle of the day or whenever. It might be at nighttime. Depends on whenever you guys send me when you want to watch and learn how to draw that character, or just watch me draw them. I've had people ask me if I could do Hong Kong food. Yes, I can do that. And some people say, well, can you do princesses? Yes, those kind of things I can do. Real people, no, not so good. I've tried. I made a mistake. I'm going to have to fix it. I make lots of mistakes. Now you can erase these lines while you have your eraser. Just take all these lines out that don't belong there, like the little light lines that we made the circle with. All right, so you get rid of all those lines. And you look and say, oh, you know what? I messed up. That's right, I messed up. Don't be afraid to say it. I messed up. Gonna mess up when you're first starting. You mess up when you're my age. Old. 59. All right? If you think your pencil needs sharpening, sharpen it. Now, there we go. That's better. His mouth does not connect to that line. Next comes the body. Body is another circle. His butt's right here. And his body kind of goes like this. And then he's got this long arm. It goes right there. You don't have to make any noises. I like to though. And another circle, because he's the first Mickey, and I know that I messed up again. It's the bottom of his hand, not the top. Anyways, so you have that right, and you kind of draw in here like this, and you go thumb, and a big ball. He's wearing mittens today, I think. Same thing here. This one is just a circle. Now, you won't see the whole circle because there's a steamboat wheel there for guiding the steamboat. Otherwise, you're going to crash and sink, and you don't want to do that. So now his body. You come around like that, connect those lines. You come down like this, and his butt just kind of circles around here like a circle till you get down to the legs, which are a little like this. And over here, he's kind of squished his leg, and you bring it down. You bring it in a little bit, and then back. And he's got this line that runs here. And then he's got two little circles here, one here and one here. You're pretty much done drawing Mickey, almost. Legs are just these little, I think they call them spaghetti string legs. Same thing with this one, except it's up here a little higher, and you bring it down here. They're just like V's. And then you put the little circle in, but don't connect it at the end. Shoe comes out here like this. Bring it back. You put an end on it. A tight fit on mine. I didn't give it enough space. He's kind of a hobo, this Mickey Mouse. Same thing here. You want to put a circle, and this left side too. You don't connect it. Bring it around here. Down here like this, and back. Bring around the back side. There you go. You've got Mickey almost finished. One more thing missing. That famous little tail. And then you can make it wider as it gets here. You've drawn Mickey Mouse. That's it. That's all there is to it, to drawing this character. Darken in the lines. Darken in his legs. And darken in his body, which is all this area here. So you bring it down here like that. Bring it out like this. And you darken it in. learned how to draw the very first Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, who, by the way, is not copyrighted anymore. He's over 100 years old. So he must be like 1923, actually, because we haven't hit 17 yet, or 27 yet, I mean. I messed up. He's got a pointy elbow. We can fix it. We have an eraser. I need to sharpen my pencil. Don't be afraid to stop and sharpen your pencil whenever you need to. If you need a sharpening, put it in there. You can shade them in lightly and then go back over it, or you can do it heavy duty like I'm doing it. I've been doing it for a long time, making Mickey Mouse drawings since I was 5 years old, way back in the 70s, 1970s. I'm old. My mom sent some of my artwork. I had drawn the witch from Snow White, and she sent it to the Walt Disney Studios. I'm like, Mom, don't send my stupid work to the studios. They're not going to let me go. But you draw so good. No, I don't. Yes, you do. If someone tells you you draw good, listen to them. Because I didn't. I refused to listen. I was like Goob from uh, that one Pixar, or no, Disney cartoon, um, Tomorrowland. No, not Tomorrowland. The one where he's an orphan and his buddy Egubian or whatever is in the orphanage with him, and they never get picked because they're always doing stupid things. And I believe it's played by a famous TV guy. Magnum is his voice, not when he's a kid, but when he's an adult, he's Magnum, which is really, oh, well, you know who he is. The guy that does Magnum, the original Magnum, not the new one with the Mexican guy. He was also on Blue Bloods. Keep moving forward. That's what Walt always said. His famous quote, keep moving forward. Oh, getting back to that story about my mom sending my artwork to the Disney animation studios. I said, you'll never get that back. And she said, oh, yes, I will. She was correct. It came back. It came back with a Disney stamped letter. Your son is very nice. He seems to be very good at drawing, but there's always a but. He doesn't have the characters down. He can't draw the hands, and he needs to learn how to do this. Remember, I'm only 5 years old, right? What am I in kindergarten? Maybe first grade. No, kindergarten, I think. When he gets older, you need to send him to Cal Arts. And Cal Arts is an art school that Walt Disney created, him and a bunch of other artists, because they didn't want to just hire a bum off the street like me. They wanted somebody who knew what they were doing, and they didn't have to teach them how to draw and all that because it would take up time. They wanted to get on with their artwork they were doing and making cartoons. So they created Cal Arts. There's Mickey Mouse. He's drawn. I still got those lines there. I'm going to erase them now. Tom Selleck. I knew I would think of the guy's name. Bowler hat guy creates a time machine and can fly around. He wanted to see his mom. That's why he made the time machine, so he could go back and see who his mom was. Oh, it's like a line in his mouth. What is that? All right, so he's done. I've drawn Steamboat Willie. What is he standing on? We don't know. Well, he's on a boat, so let's put him on the boat. He's on a wooden floor. At the back of the boat. We got a big circle here. Got a donut there. Life raft. Little one right in the middle. And then you got these little there you go. So he's got a Steamboat Willie. You want to get saved, that's what you're going to need, one of those. A lifesaver, that's it. I knew they called him something. I was going to call it a lifeboat, but that's not a boat. He's on the boat. And remember, we're not drawing it with any color. We're just putting it in there. And this goes up like that. She already messed that up. Bring it down here like this. That's the inside part. So we're going to do this. Right? And now we can take out where we messed up on his hand. His hand's not there. His hand is right here. See, you couldn't even tell that I had drawn and messed up on his hand. Because I didn't, did I? No, I didn't. Because I didn't mess up. So, over here, you got this. And it comes around here like this. And then this goes right along here. It's got one more bar coming out here. Well, it's not done. See, you kind of bring it around like this, down here like this. And bring it down here. It's got another one down here. Another one down here. He's holding on to that one. And there's one right here. This is just giving it background so you can see what it looks like. And of course, you're going to need to sign it, right? Find a place to sign your name to it. And date it. Today is 6/12/25. And that is how you draw Steamboat Mickey. Yes, I gave it a little twist of my own. Otherwise, he'd have a taller hat. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, you can learn how to do it too. Just follow the directions I showed you on here and subscribe. That's the best thing to do. Subscribe. Why? Because that way, well, look at that. I left something out. There's a little line there and a little line here. Looks like he's wearing the shoes instead of the shoes are wearing him. Um. Oh, and there's a tree over here. What do you know about that? A bush or something. I don't know what it is. There's another tree over here. It's going by. Or a cow. Here's a cow. That's a weird looking cow. Anyways, you can add whatever you want to add to it. The cow on the side of that river. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it's a horse. But whatever it is, that's all there is to doing it. I mean, that's just pencil. I drew it with pencil. And I'm going to end it here. I hope you've enjoyed this little short video. Usually my videos last over 3 to 4 hours. This is only a 50-minute video. Subscribe. Give me a comment on what you want me to draw, a request. I'll give you a shout out, especially if you are a YouTuber, if you've got a name on YouTube. And where did I get all my drawings from and stuff? Well, this is where I have all my drawings, and I figured, you know what? It's not really an adventure to draw, so why not have an art channel? E-ticket to what is it? I forgot the name of my channel. It's something. Uh, it is called the E-ticket artist. That's it. 65 or E-ticket artist. But that, anyways. This is where I came from. That's the main channel. But I wanted to make it a artwork channel. So there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching, and I hope to have somebody come in next time. All right, you guys have a great day.